Absolutely. It's time for us to read the Alivast Oracle.
Oh, God.
All right. Who wants to read? It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
You got it, Connor.
Family.
It's been a long day.
Family.
Exactly. Do it.
Hang on.
From Finnegan Eastoggoff.
Ah, yes, that guy who's about to get beat up. And the triple threat match at Hell in a Cell at RIW Oathbreaker.
What the hell?
You gotta follow his multiverse canon, dude.
That's true. There's so many cannons.
Yeah, it's true.
They'll all go off.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you so much. Read the stupid article, you jerk.
It's nothing
He's
stupid
trying to
about the
find
article.
Woo. It was further down, right? The oracle.
No. Yes, it was. I can just link it to you in the chat.
Yeah, just link it.
Oh, that works as well. There we go. Hey, special note. This is issue 500.
500 issues of the Alivast Oracle.
So I'm reading. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I remember family.
You ask most uninformed people within the city, they have the belief that there are no rules once you step outside the walls. That there are no laws outside, no guards on the outside. While many believe that myth, there are some who will use this as an excuse to cut loose and throw caution to the wind. With this, a recent trend of events has been popping up outside the city that has gotten the attention of some citizens. Illegal kart racing. Unlike the legal kind that is hosted and sponsored by the big conglomerates like Foulfellow, has been gaining motion as of late. With spring now in full gear and all the snow is gone, many of the roads to and from the city have opened up. Roads that are normally used for travelers and merchants. However, come dusk, they are used for an entirely different way. Listen, it's about the road. Explained Niv Unleaded, a known organizer of and participant of said races. You don't know the road. Me and my family do. We live for it. Give me a good solid mahogany cart and a good thoroughbred, and I can show you that when I go fast, I make all my competitors furious. And there it is. When asked about his history in the racing underground, Mr. Unleaded continued, yeah, so I've won quite a few races. Did one with my brother, flipped my car. Boy, was I furious. He went on and did a double race with one of his amigos. The two of them were too fast for the others. It was crazy. Many think racing is just mindless fun, but they don't know what the skills you need to win. I have a cousin who is a master of the drift. That's when you force the horse to stop and slide at an angle at high speed. Horse drifting, everybody.
We're doing it.
My God, I can't believe.
He tends to tear it up on the roads over in the Eastern Isles. On my 5th race, I was about to outmaneuver a Galop d'Or. You ever seen a Galop d'Or race a car with 4 horses? You don't see that kind of thing in the professional races. That's for damn sure. While many don't have issues with racing, it's the safety and collateral damage that these races bring that have many citizens worry. Continuing on page 9.
All right, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. We have to race for pinks. Now available, A Bird in Your Hand, an avian guide to love. While approaching your ideal mate, maintain a clear and bright plumage. Broaden your shoulders and raise your beak while approaching your mate. Never break eye contact. On sale at all booksmiths.
That's rough, buddy.
Oh my goodness. Mysterious cat sightings from solved. Would you guys like to read the letters of the Lady of Livrosea?
Sure. Connor, do you want to be the lady?
Sure thing.
All right. Connor, are you gonna do any of these, or do you want me to knock them out?
I can.
Well, you do the lady. I'm saying, does Kurt want to read one of the intros?
I'll read the first one.
Okay.
Dear Lady of Livrosea, I'm a bit drunk, so I'm gonna write this before it gets sobler. And check it out. I just want to say what I gotta say. There is this girl that I really like, and I know I love her. I want her to be happy, and I want me to be the one to make her happy if she'll have me. The only problem is the family are all like, no, you gotta get permission, and only if you say okay and stuff. It's so stupid. I'm always saying yes, yes sir, yes ma'am. I'm like, good boy, do what they say. And to hell with with that. I want her to be happy, and I want to make her happy, and that would make me happy. And what am I supposed to do about the family? That has to say, okay, you're a good boy and whatever. What can I do to figure this out? Those wings were good. You should try them. Signed, I'm not drunk, you're drunk. Going to lay down for a minute.
Dear, I'm not drunk, you're drunk. I love you. First off, drink some water and take some powdered willow bark. Next, have you actually talked to her about this? I mean, it's not just you in the family. It's both of you in the family. I've had family problems of my own, so I really feel for you. Getting their permission may help a little, but she might be miserable if this is simply thrust upon her. I know you're trying to look out for her, but keep her in the loop. You can't do this alone. Finding love is something that's always precious. But one-way love often ends up hurting the other person, so once your tummy is feeling better, talk to her, please. And I don't like super spicy.
Nice.
Dear lady, well, you know that guy that I keep writing about? I was a little surprised that he came to see me out of the blue. The oddest thing that he gave me the "let's just be friends" speech. I mean, that's a change. I guess this is what it feels like. I'm kind of relieved. He's in such a dangerous line of work, he might not come back someday. He was different, and that's what drew me. But that's all history now. I'm going to look on the bright side of this. I don't have to worry anymore. I'm not sure if I could handle losing someone again. It's for the best, I think. I will say that I hope he follows through and is a friend. I can use some real ones. One of these days, when the adoption is finalized, I'm going to need a bigger place. If he's not willing to help me move furniture, then may Noct drag him to the darkest corner of hell. Yours, Shadow Songstress.
Dear SS, I love you. I'm sorry to hear that it didn't work out, but it may be for the best. I can't blame you for having some anxiety about getting involved in someone in a dangerous line of work. You are strong and you have a good attitude moving forward. Remember, there's an old saying among the Hoketh worshippers of Ruba: friends will help you move, but a true friend will help you move a body to a safe place where you can both eat it.
Well said, well said, well said.
Dear Lady of Livrosea, I think I've made a fool of myself. Even after you told me to take things slowly with the guy at my son's daycare, I couldn't help but pull out all the stops, and I think I've offended him. I'm so stupid. I just get so fixated on him that I want to get close. I'm not sure if he's not into human women, but maybe he's not into women at all. All I know is that he's not into me, and I think I may need to find another daycare so I don't embarrass myself. I'm needing some encouragement. I'm mortified, Mom.
Dear Mortified, I love you. Don't be so hard on yourself. You misjudged and got a bit carried away, but you don't need to hide. Back off and take some time. A simple gift can help smooth things over and maintain a professional relationship with this fellow. Some cookies or a pie might be a good way to smooth things over. Just make sure that he knows there aren't any strings attached. While you share a piece of pie and a cup of coffee, get to know him. Find out where he's from and what his life is like. He is taking care of your child after all. break past your fixation on his appearance and see him as a person. This is something I encouraged you to work on. It will help not only in this case, but in other relationships as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Would you, what would you like to read as well, there, Busky?
Sure.
I'll read a couple of ads real fast. What you're saying. Not everyone can have a strong mustache, but some can have strong plumage. Strong plumage feather oils.
Okay. All right. I got one. I'm gonna do Gregor. We haven't done Gregor in a while.
Oh, Gregor? All right.
Gregor, yes. Here we go. This is going to be loud. I apologize. As with last close encounters piece, Gregor must hammer in point of knowing his limits, especially when new to ways of hunting. Gregor didn't begin career able to fail beasts in one shot of bow. Gregor only got that down after 3 hunts, tops. One mustn't be too cocky when on hunts, especially when one deals with pigs. Bum, bum, bum. Alone, beast becomes very manageable, even to most green hunters. But individual beasts can be fairly rare to come across. Most times, beasts form close-knit packs for protecting of little children beasts and gross makings of more children beasts. Such packs use greater numbers to prevent deaths and can overwhelm unprepared hunters. A younger, cockier Gregor scoffed at dangers presented by packs and chose to hunt down marauding band of wolves bothering nearby villages and homeland. To young Gregor's credit, pack of wolves were just snuck up upon without much issue. Sadly, as if Ospa wished to either impart important lesson or just wanted to be dick. Snow-laden branch, unladen snow, right upon Gregor, bringing wolves to attention. Fight with whole pack of wolves was one of Gregor's most harrowing battles. His pack circled Gregor to make many, many bitings, followed by effective backslashes to safety of moving masses. Gregor could not do much, as conventional ways of fighting with bow and axe were ineffective, so Gregor improvised and used Wolf Club. Upon one wolf's lunging, Gregor grabbed a tail, beginning to swing wildly toward the weaker part of encirclement. Wolf Club baffled non-wolf clubs, and Gregor was able to wolf club way out and back to village, with Wolf Club later turning into Wolf Steak. While much revelry was had upon sharing of story, Gregor cannot stop thinking of danger which would have befell if quick thinking was not employed. When dealing with packs, dear readers, do not go alone, and always bring Wolf Club.
I love it. You've auditioned with that voice, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to do a couple small ones here real fast. Tools of the trade, the Warhammer. Kenny from Kenny Von Hammer. The Warhammer is a weapon that is a favorite among dwarves, but is also used by members of other races. Its main characteristic is a metal head on a shaft which has been known to be serrated or spiked depending on the wielder's preference, and often has the back spike to use if you feel enthusiastic about how you do combat. It's not limited by just that. They've been widely known to have a dag, spearheads, and even side pikes, and yet it's very lightweight and very easy to carry. They are very easy to make and inexpensive, and yet still as swift and deadly as any other weapon. This force of brutality is also a flavored item for those who ride in the cavalry, and to those who prefer to wear armor. This armament is one of the pure dread and nightmares, for it can use its back end to pierce and or hook into the armor and tear it to shreds, if not rip it off your body entirely. If you want to get this weapon but don't want to put the work in for it, I might suggest you go to either a blacksmith or your local weapon shop and get this item for your own. There have been 39,999 versions of it. Mystery cat sightings solved from Pip the Kobold. As we move onward with the season of spring, cats have become much more common sight in the streets once more. However, recent sightings of a strange cat have been a bit of a buzz across Alivast for a little time now. However, it has been recently revealed that it was a cat of the member of the Nerasmo collective that joined about a month ago. The cat, which has been described as a tuxedo cat with a bell collar, was spotted prowling the residential housings of various people in the area. When investigated, several people have found the odd cat sleeping in the beds of several people. One person even found an instance where they found the cat during the night and with an odd aura as it slept next to the crib of a baby. Guards were soon dispatched to try and catch the cat, but every time it got caught in a net, the next moment it was cleaning itself on a nearby bench. When it was brought up with Edward and Robso, he directed them to Dimitri Rhetoric, a drow that owns the cat. He briefly explained that the cat is a mysterious creature that consumes the nightmares of people. It usually feeds off his, but when he has none, the cat tends to wander to find more. Completely harmless otherwise, though while his cat-like eyes were discomforting, we were able to get an interview with the man regarding the cat. Ma, there's the weird cat outside! Ma, there's that cat outside! Meeting notices real fast over. Mule Breeders Association, pulling competitions monthly, third Sundays, Crabapple Field. International Fellowship of Whitesmiths seeking apprentices. Inquire at number 3 Hurley Board Road. Council of Covens, 12 midnight every new moon. This month's presentation, vegan substitutes for animal sacrifices. Lower Crafting District Community Band, practice every Thursday, 7 to 10. Bring your own instrument. Alivast Astrologers Association, if you cannot divine the meeting time and location, you need not join. Gem Collectors Meeting, bring your precious gems, jewelry, and rare coins to the dark alley behind the vacant warehouse by the docks. Oh, Patty, we have to go to that one!
Do we?
Doesn't sound good.
I think they might be hustling us. This was amazing. And of course, guys, don't forget to check out Intelligence Check.
Every day I'm hustling.
Only at
Every
the
day I'm
Romantian.
hustling.
Can you handle a wild mage? The Romantian supports a healthy Alivast. Please drink responsibly. This amazing oracle
Member FDIC.
was presented by Alcoholic, Kiara Ryan 1, Saichi Evie, Fozzie Wolf, Chatty Dash, Blackleg McCree, Froggy's Mom, thank you so much, Froggy, Jim the Rabbit Cow, thank you so much, and Pwy Suit 47, thank you all so much for making this